Here we go, guys. I'm sorry, I don't know what happened. I had to go open the door, and then the stream just canceled. So I just have deleted that video. I don't know. Sorry for the inconvenience. So I'm back here with the live. I'm gonna just set up the comments once again. So hopefully it should be working once again. And yeah, sorry for the inconvenience. I'm gonna just continue with the farming of the event. Okay, why is it not working here? Is it working? It should be. Yes, it should be working. I'm gonna just wait a little bit here to see it on the computer, but it should be working. Okay, yeah. So sorry for the convenience once again. And yeah, I'm gonna resume with the content. So sorry about that. So just going around here, trying to get the last level for the egg drop, which in my estimation, like level 189 should already be enough. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna very simply just start getting the card drop, and you're gonna see the very first levels of card drop, like it's insanely fast. You can just get them very quickly. And then I'm gonna get also the all the options, like to increase the money spawn time, the count, the catching, all that. So yeah, that should be good. And once again, I'm showing the splitting of the screen, so you can see the map is smaller, and therefore you can see more with more zoom on the map, so you can check the X from further away. You can also get multiple of them even through walls. That's why it's pretty useful. Yeah, unfortunately, streaming from the phone means that you cannot like disable the chats, the notifications, all that. Like I could do it, but I didn't do it. So if you hear the phone ringing or stuff like that, the double screen, the screen put in this way should also disable the watching the notifications. At least that should be something good. So yeah, I'm gonna need to have 5.73 quadrillion here, and the next cost is gonna be 19 quadrillion. So I should need to at least do it like 9 times, opening and closing the game around 9 times. That should be roughly enough eggs. Okay, so yeah, I should be back live. So let me know, guys, as always in the chat, if you have any questions, if anything about the game it's not clear, and I'm gonna be more than happy to summarize. I have many videos where I maybe discuss more in detail things about the game, but yeah, you can ask me anything. So yeah, in this particular event, I have gone a little bit more slow, right? I haven't really gone that hardcore, that getting so many resources. So that's why you can see here it's still it's a little bit more than 3 days remaining, and I still haven't reached the maximum egg drop needed. Let me see here if I can just do this, so hopefully it helps. But yeah, as I said, many of the last time, for the last event, I actually went a bit more hardcore, and at the end of the day, like the very last day, I already got the 1 trillion. So like I wasted 1 day of farming because of the fact I already got my goal. So that's why in this second event, I'm going a bit more like a slower pace, and also I will not get level 190 on the egg drop and level 180 on the carrot drop, but I'm gonna get one lower level. So Again, that should still allow me to get the 1 trillion, but to get it more slowly, and so I can use just the whole 10 days as farming, and I don't have to like play too much or to grind too much, like getting the eggs, right? Okay, so yeah, I have the chat right here, so in case anyone leaves a comment, I can just read it from the computer. I still need to figure out how to do it from the phone, because like from the phone it's pretty complicated, like watching especially the chat. Like I think you have to open a specific window, but like I might not be able to show the game anymore, so that's why I prefer to have it on the computer. In that way it's just more, it's faster. Yeah, I don't know if yeah, I haven't. The usual stuff. It's pretty boring, this phase, but this is needed, so in that way the later part of the game, which is just farming the carrots, is much more smooth. And you can see they always have the two routes. I always go to the route of from the green eggs area, right, the humans with the green eggs, towards the winter area, and then the way back. So I always do back and forth. So yeah. Let me know also, guys, about the microphone, because last time, I don't know why, but the voice kind of like was cut. There were some moments where it wasn't really like, because I rewatched the live, right, and I watched the video, and the voice wasn't really that good. So yeah, let me know if the voice is fine. Maybe I can adjust the phone slightly differently, so maybe the microphone works well. Alex Visol and Cypher XC, hi, welcome to the stream. So I'm good, thank you, Alex. Just chilling here. I will be streaming for like until probably 8 p.m. Right now here it's 7:27 p.m. So I will be streaming a little bit more than half an hour. And I just want to do this live to try to engage with the community, and especially to show you how quickly you can upgrade the carrot drop if you leave it like a level 0 or very low level, and then you get it all at once. So hopefully I'm going to be able to show you that. Okay, the microphone seems good. Okay, thank you, Alex. So Cypher here is asking, is it worth trying to farm this event without double resources? Yeah, it's always worth, because these events are always gonna give you permanent bonuses, which are work forever, right? So any percentage bonus that you can get is super useful, and yeah, I recommend you to always, like, even if you're very early in the game, like always try to participate at least in the event and try to get as many rewards as you can. You might not be able to max it without double resources. I'm pretty sure that, like, unless you spend money in the game, I'm pretty sure it's impossible to max it out because of the amounts. Or like you would need to play to collect the eggs, like I don't know, 12 hours a day, like 10 hours, something like that. You would need to play that much so that you would reach maximum egg drop, and then maximum of the carrot drop, or something like that. Like without double resources, I think that is what you would need to reach the maximum rewards. But yeah, even if you don't have double resources, don't worry. Just try to participate, get as many of the permanent rewards as possible, and that already is gonna be something that's gonna help you in the long run. Because remember that these percentages, they seem to be little, but then they add up. They stack up, and therefore, eventually you can reach like stuff like that, like this, right? You can see how many percentages they have, because they come from different events. They sometimes add to each other, and so at the end of the day, it's a lot of extra percentage that you gain. And of course, in the game, it's kind of limited to itself. Like After you reach like 200 million catch speed, like any higher than that doesn't really help you for anything other than to destroy the big money boss a little bit faster. So yeah, that's just one thing. But other than that, yeah. Also cargo, like having that much cargo, it's pretty much useless. Like in this case, I have 315,000. But again, I don't really see the point. You would never have that. You collect that many resources, at least as the game is right now. Maybe in the future with new updates, it might change. But yeah, that's just my take about it. So yeah, even if you don't have double resources, try to aim for the rewards. It might be difficult to do what I'm showing right here because without double resources, like everything I'm doing, like it's half. So, but yeah, I always recommend like to farm the first week of the event. Like if it's an event the last 10 days, you farm the first week, and then the last 3 days or like 2 days and something, you just farm the carrots. So like the first week you farm the eggs in this case, and then in the last 2 or 3 days you farm the carrots, and you only upgrade the carrots. Like it's not worth it anymore to keep upgrading, is to keep spending resources on the X. It becomes worth instead to spend on the carrots. So yeah, that's what I would do. So Alex here saying, I'm currently at level 81 egg drop. I didn't play that much. I currently have double resources, drops at 14%. Okay, yeah. The double resources thing is that, like, if you consider the percentages, at max level, you have 60% of double resources. So you might have a pretty high level and still have like 40% of resource, something like that. But then once you max it, the game doubles. And so that's why the chance to get double resources goes from 60% to like 120%. So it gets guaranteed. But yeah, that's just how it works. So that's why like it's a huge difference, because you go from like having 50% chance of getting double resources to then you go to 60 and then you go to guaranteed. So like it almost doubles up. And yeah, 81 egg drop, I think it's pretty good. You could try to, after level 81 it becomes faster, like because the value of the eggs increases. So like I would recommend you to maybe try to get level 100, right, something like that, and then just try to start upgrading the carrots so that you can get the rewards, the bonuses. I was one of those players that actually thought that it would be best to upgrade a little bit the egg drop, a little bit the carrot, a little bit the egg drop, a little bit the carrot, something like that, to keep earning, the carrots throughout the event. But in reality, like after having done some math, it's actually not good. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend it anymore. I would recommend to just focus on the static drop first, to the ground drop, and then for the last like 2 or 3 days you go only for the flying drop, and you drop completely the like upgrading, keep upgrading the X, you just go for the carrots. And here Cypher is saying, I just made it to level 10 and upgraded my alien to 4 stars. Okay, that's pretty good. You just need one more star then. I have no double resources yet, but I have egg drop at 59, egg evolution 4 out of 6. Yeah, I don't remember my percentages, but I think you should be pretty good. You should be pretty good. Like I remember that I got evolution 5 at egg drop like level 60 something, maybe 67 or 68, but with double resources. So maybe without double resources you might need to upgrade egg drop a little bit more. And okay, so you have already maxed the bunny catching count, the spawning time, and the carrot is level 40. Okay, so yeah, that's why I see you're going a bit slow, because you have already spent some resources to upgrade the carrots. So this is just my advice. For the next event, try to just focus on the ground drop. So in this case, like the eggs, just upgrade that one. Don't care about the bunnies, don't care about the carrots, and you only go for that. You try to reach at least level 81, because remember that level 81 you get a bonus value, like the eggs are worth more, so you can literally gain more eggs from just farming. And then after like a week of farming, something like that, as I said before, then that's when you start upgrading the bunnies and all the stats, and all the carrots. And then the last days, you only upgrade the carrots. Like you don't upgrade anymore the eggs, you just upgrade the carrots. And you idle, you try to farm the actual resources that are gonna give you the bonuses. That is what I would recommend you to do. And in this way, like you don't really need to play that much. You would need to play like around maybe throughout the entire day, like 2 hours or something like that. Right? It's not really that much. And you should be able to reach level 100 even without double resources. I'm pretty sure you could reach level like between 90 and 100 pretty easily. Like in 1 week, I think you should be able to do that. And sometimes it also depends on which areas you can go to, because if you are level 10 and you get frozen by getting to certain areas, you might not be able to catch the eggs that might be spawning in that area. So yeah, that's the only like bad thing. And if your range, if your radius is smaller, if your alien is not that quick, it might be also things that like slow you down. But as I said before, I think like level 90 or 200 or like 100 of egg drop, you should be able to get it in 1 week. And then, as I'm going to show you here in a moment, let's see how much I need. Yeah, I still need like 4 quadrillion, right? Yeah. And then after you reach as much as you can, then you just start maxing out the carrots. And then it's insane because of the fact that you have so upgraded so much the egg drop, then upgrading the carrots becomes super quick. Like you can get literally 50, 60 levels in a row very quickly. And so, yeah, it just pays off because of the fact that you can upgrade them much more quickly, and then you just idle for farming. So as you are still collecting the eggs to maybe upgrade a bit more the carrots, right? You're still catching the flying things as they're coming around and so forth. So yeah, I hope like try the next event. You're gonna see the difference in the next event. So yeah, also the evolution plays a huge role. And I've done in the last video, I think that's when I covered the best ratios and the best numbers so that you get the evolution correct. Like, and you get the most efficiency out of it. You can upgrade it as quickly as you can. So here, Cypher is saying, I was going a bit slow at first because I didn't know the trick about closing the game to reset the drops. But I watched your video and it was amazing. Yeah, exactly. I have done like some videos showing that, but definitely like if you haven't watched some of my videos or you don't know the trick, you might not know that. But yeah, it's something super useful that allows you really to save a lot of time. Because the main problem about these static drops, like this ground drop, like the egg, is that it's always different. So even if you let your alien idling static in like a part of the map where sometimes, or what is most common, that eggs can be dropped, but still it's not guaranteed that they're going to be dropped right there. And so you might be wasting time in idling and you're not even collecting eggs. So that's why like you can't farm passively these eggs. You have to actively play the game, go around and just collect them. That's the only way to get them really. So yeah, one more reopening the game should be enough. If I'm not mistaken, like each run here, if I collect like at least 14 eggs in each time I open the game before I close it, it should be like around 14 eggs. So that should be like 1.2 quadrillion total eggs, considering double resources. So yeah, I need like at the end of this run, I would need around one quadrillion or something to just get the last level. And then you're gonna see, guys, once they're gonna start breeding the carrots, how quickly that's gonna be. It's gonna be very surprising. Then of course I'm gonna still need to go around, catch the eggs and keep upgrading the carrots, because then the goal is to get your carrots to be only like 10 levels below your egg drop. So in this case, for example, I'm gonna get the egg drop level 189. That means that the carrot drop, I wanna get it at least level 179. So that's gonna be my goal. getting it to level 179. So that's 10 levels below the egg drop. Unfortunately, the only bad thing is that the carrot drop, it's a lot more expensive than the egg drop. It's increases by 20%, so the cost is fixed, but the base cost already is a lot higher. So even if it's going to be 10 levels lower than the egg drop, it's going to cost a lot more eggs than the actual egg drop. So yeah, that's why it becomes, again, a little bit of farming. Like the very last like 5 to 6 levels, it's pretty long. It takes a lot of time to max or to reach those 10 levels of below the egg drop. It's very nice when you can catch the eggs like this, through the walls. So in that way you don't have to go all the way around. All right. Oh yeah, there is one here. Just paying attention to the map. When you see something static, something that looks like eggs, you just go and get them. Normally, I always use, like as you can see, guys, I always go to the same areas because that's when eggs most likely appear. So I know already that, so I know which areas to cover. Alex, you're asking, should I spend my green essence on the evolution shop or the meat farm? The essence mine is already maxed. Go for the medals. I think if I remember correctly, if you have already upgraded maximally the green essence plus the red essence mine, then you go for the medals. And then after you get all the medals on the evolution shop, that's when you go for the meat farm. So the meat farm is the very last thing you're gonna start upgrading. Like the evolution shop, the medals always take the priority because of the base stats they give you. So they give you like catch speed, they give you some raw stats that are pretty nice to have early on. All right, this should be enough. If I've counted correctly, this should already be enough. Like if I catch some eggs right here, it should be enough to get the last level. Okay, I said before, like having done some math, I've seen that level 189 seems to be enough to achieve the purposes. So I'm gonna let here my delivers. I don't know why they're not delivering here. Oh, they're going to the other side. Oh, these guys, look at them. They're so dumb. The other base was closer, but they're actually delivering on this one. Yeah, this should be enough. Yeah, here we go. So that's level 189, as you can see. And as I said before, that should be enough. So right now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just upgrade first the bunny spawn time, the bunny count, the catching speed, right? Because that's pretty cheap. And then now look, I'm gonna very simply get the carrot drop. I have 659 trillion, 51 trillion eggs. So look how many levels of carrots I can get in a row. Look at this, look at this. Look, 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 look. Of course, the cost becomes exponential because it's every time 20% more. So that's why that's at the stage you're gonna see it's gonna go low, low, low. It's gonna start going down very quickly. But I was able to get it level 147 right away. So yeah, that's just how insanely quick it becomes to max these things once you have a high enough egg drop level. And again, I'm gonna do a full sweep right here of the eggs, and then I'm gonna keep upgrading because again, very early at the beginning it's gonna be easy. Then as the cost increases, then it's gonna start being a little bit slower. And also look at the leaderboard. Like I only got two bunnies and I already got position 25. Because already the bunnies that I'm producing, right, are having millions, are already dropping millions of carrots. So that's the advantage of playing like this, and that's what I recommend to do. So again, I'm gonna just stream like a bit, 20 minutes more, probably getting my bunnies up to level 160, maybe 162, something like that. And then I'm gonna just I've already done this part, right? Oh yeah, my bad. I have to reset here. Okay, let's reset. So yeah, remember that every time you reset as well, you reset the bunny's spawning time. So that's why at a certain stage you wanna stop like so quickly resetting, like you're gonna just leave the game open and then you're gonna let the alien idle, having the game always open, so that way you don't reset the bunnies and you catch all the carrots that you can. But because at this stage I'm still needing to farm, that's why I don't really mind about like closing the game, opening it, closing, and like resetting, probably losing time, losing bunnies, but because I still need the eggs. So yeah, normally like getting to level 160 of the carrots, like once you have these high levels on the egg drop, is actually pretty quick, pretty fast. And now if I see the bunnies around, I'm gonna actually catch them. I'm not gonna anymore ignore them as I've done in the past, but I'm gonna now start catching them. Of course, these bunnies right here, yes, they're giving me millions of carrots, but they're not really giving me enough, enough to get to the trillion that I need total. But still, starting to get them slowly, it's always very useful. And then once you catch some eggs, you deposit them, then you upgrade the level on the carrot drop. So yeah, each egg that I'm getting here, because of double resources, is giving me more than 100 trillion. So yeah, that should be enough. Like if I can catch 3 of these eggs, it's already one level on the carrot drop. And at the moment is 469 the cost, so it's like I need 5x to reach that amount. Let's see, for example, here I should be able to get 2. There we go, almost 3 more levels. All right, almost. I just need one more here. So that's level 1758. And yeah, at the beginning, as I said before, guys, it's super quick. Then as you get more and more levels, because the cost increases and increases always by 20%, it becomes slower. And yeah, the last as I said before, that the last 6-7 levels are crazy long. Like it takes so many times that you farm X. You open the game, you close it. Yeah, it's insane. But yeah, it's just the game. Okay, here we go. I leave my alien idling when I sleep, but right now I'm torn as to where I should idle. I've already covered that in a video. The best spot to idle, depending on your freezing level, but the best spot to idle is actually this one right here. Because this is a central spot where many, in this case, bunnies are gonna fly through. And so it's always guaranteed that you can catch at least like the 90% of bunnies, something like that. If instead you freeze in that area, then also a pretty good area is here. If you just let your idling here in this spot, this is also pretty good. It's not as good as the other one, but at least it's pretty decent. So yeah, that's what I would recommend. Because the freezing problem, it's for a lot of early game players, it's a pretty big problem, like because if they leave the alien in the winter area, it might get frozen over time. And the worst thing about frozen isn't really the fact that it reduces your catch speed, because these flying units, they have their unique catch speed, so it doesn't really matter. But it's the radius. The radius becomes smaller and smaller the more you get frozen, so that's bad. Because like the larger your radius, the higher chance you have of collecting the flying units, right, as they're going around. So it's either between the snowball guys that drop blue eggs, because I want those for evolution, but also between purple drones. Oh, okay, so you're talking here about this area. Yeah, this one is also pretty decent, in my opinion. So, but I think that in this area you actually need a freezing level higher. Like that here, the freezing level required, like for you not to get frozen, it's lower than this area right here. This is slightly better because you also can farm blue eggs, you can farm meat, you can farm no ice meat, and a lot of other resources which could be useful. Okay, so if you don't freeze, then yeah, I would recommend you this area. So if you don't freeze here, then probably this is good because you get also other resources. But overall, like the best spot, in my opinion, is actually this one because it's very central. And if you have a larger enough radius, you can catch almost all the bunnies that will be flying around. And so it's guaranteed that your idling is very successful. I also use the method of letting my phone idling during the night. For example, now that I started to farm the bunnies, I'm gonna let this night and the next 2 nights, I'm gonna leave the phone idling. And yeah, that's a very quick way to earn a lot of bunnies without actually having to as you're sleeping. So yeah, it's just useful. Then you ask me here, how important is the purple drone? The purple drone, it depends on your progression on these power system plans. So it's all about that. Like it's all about these ones. So it depends on these ones. It depends on which point of the game you're at, and so if you really need them or not. This one right here in particular is really the less useful of the three because it's gonna just give you cargo. And as I said before, it's not really that useful having that much cargo. Instead, the other two, so both the chemical plant, which is this one right here, see, it's gonna give you base catch speed, which is always, early on is pretty useful. And also bake is gonna give you catch speed. I think those two might be slightly better. But remember that the easiest one to max is this one, the furnace. So bake, this is the one that you're gonna probably be maxing out the first. So yeah, go for that one. But again, for the drones, like it's something that you can do slowly. And again, these are flat numbers, are no percentages. So yes, they're useful, but they're not so useful. Because flat numbers, like in the long run, it's always better having percentages than having flat numbers. Especially once you get certain very high numbers, like you get past millions and stuff like that, then yeah, having, like if you have 1 billion catch speed, having 4 million more is useless. Instead, if you have 4% more, it becomes quite relevant, because like 4% of 1 billion, it's how much that is it like 40 million, right? Something like that. So like 4% gives you more than 4 million flat. And the higher your total go, the more that becomes, right? Because it's always a percentage, so it's always scales up. So that's why it's a better, like it's better percentage than flat. Francisco Marquez, hi, welcome. You also play this game? Cool. I'm just showing here some farming on the event. And currently got, okay, so the carrot drop actually got to 1 quadrillion cost, already level 159. Wow, that's insane. Level 160, sorry. Level 160 already cost 1.14 quadrillion, something like that. So yeah, you can see here I at level 161 and it's already 1.4 quadrillion. So yeah, it's getting expensive super quickly. Now I need to do like almost a full clearing, and that's still not enough to get one single level upgrade. But yeah, slowly I'm gonna get there. Okay, Francisco, you're Brazilian. Oh, wow. Nice. So you're watching from the other part of the world. That's cool. Yakin Sabna, hi, welcome to the stream. Yeah, if you watch the stream early on, you could see that I was level, like on the total leaderboards, like I was position 8,000, something like that. Then as soon as I started getting the carrots, I got up very, very quickly. So yeah. Anime TV, hi, welcome. This game is too boring. Yeah, I mean, you have to like the process, of idling, the process of just competing against pretty much just yourself. Because once you upgrade, once you reach most of the early late game stuff, then that's it. There is nothing really left to do. Maybe the hope is that they will be adding some new areas, some new parts that you can explore. So yeah, there is always that. Can I get one more? Yeah, here we go. 162. Okay, so I'm gonna do, yeah, probably, I don't know, 3 more levels, 165, and then I'm gonna just end the stream. Then, as I said before, I'm gonna continue, maybe like in a couple hours, I will continue farming the carrots. I need, as I said before, I need to get at least the carrot drop to level 179. So I still need like 17 more levels. So yeah, that's gonna be my goal. And as I said before, like the last 7, 8 levels are the hardest ones to get because like they start being super, super expensive, insanely expensive. And yeah, I might stop my egg drop at 100 and upgrade and farm carrots after that, since I don't have the resources yet. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it depends on how many levels you have, because I would recommend you to farm like the last 3 days, or like at least 2 days and a half. You should only farm idling. Like you shouldn't really farm anymore DDX, like upgrade DX. So if you can get it before that time, then it's fine. But yeah, that's why, like you can see here, I have 3 days, sorry, 6 hours remaining on the event, and I've started upgrading the carrot drop like, I don't know, 20 minutes ago, something like that. So yeah. Do you play Rush Royale? No, I don't. I don't play, like the mobile games that I play are either strategy or like idea of idling. Like I like chess. I like that game that I showed once that is very similar to like Sudoku. It's called Futoshiki. I also like that game. It's like a game that makes you think and reason, which is very good, for your brain to still be sharp. So you have egg 62 right now. Yeah, that might be a bit too low. Like because you still need 38 levels to get to 100. So I don't know if you're gonna have enough time. I would recommend you to reach, maybe level 80, 85, something like that. If you can do it like today in a couple hours, that would be the best. But yeah, after that, don't worry about eggs anymore. Just start upgrading your carrots just as much as you can. Just go crazy and go and upgrade just the carrots. That should be better. Oh, there's one right here. Okay, yeah, 2 quadrillion. 164 was 2 quadrillion. Yeah, now so 165 is 2.4. So it's definitely becoming more and more expensive. And the fact is that like your egg drop stays the same. So you always are getting the same amount of eggs, but the upgrades are becoming more and more expensive. And that's what I said before. like the last levels, they like it takes a very long time. You just need to farm like for just probably 20 minutes, maybe 25 minutes just to get one single level. So you constantly farm eggs for like 25 minutes just to get one level on the card drop. But yeah, it's just like I've tried to do some math and it looks like it's the most efficient thing to do. Copy 99, hi, welcome to the stream. I'm egg level 89 right now. Am I still on track? I think, yeah, you might not be able to get the maximum rewards, but I think you should be able to get pretty decent amount. Like if before this last day ends, if you can get your egg level like level 100, and then you can start upgrading only your carrot drop, and then just start idling and collecting your carrots. Should allow you to get at least like, I don't know if you have double resources or not, but probably um, 200 million. Like you should be able to get between 100 and 200 million, something like that. Just I'm doing some raw estimates. I'm not entirely sure you're gonna be able to gain that much. Maybe you could gain even more. But roughly speaking, I think if you just farm idling the last 2 days and something, you should be able to reach that amount. So okay, so you have double. So I think you can even go to maybe egg drop level 105, and then go for the carrots. So you should start farming eggs at the end of the 7th day. Like at the end of the first week, you should stop upgrading. So not farming the eggs, but upgrading the egg drop. So whatever level you were able to get in those first 7 days, that's it. Take it, hold it, and then start using all the eggs that you still get from the eggs that you farm to upgrade the carrot drop. So that is my recommendation. That's what I recommend you to do, because otherwise it becomes less efficient. Like if you keep upgrading your egg drop, then you're not going to be really benefiting from and having enough time to upgrade the carrots, which is actually what's needed to get the permanent bonuses. So yeah, that's what I would say. Okay, that's level 165, by the way. And yeah, I'm gonna do just one more level, right? So in case you guys have some last questions, and then I'm gonna just end the stream. I wanted to show you here in this stream, me getting level 189 on the egg drop, and then very, very quickly, how quickly it is to upgrade all the carrots and the drop. And then, slowly how that becomes a longer process. But yeah, just think about this game, is not something that should entertain you, or like should motivate you, like of new stuff, new content, but just as a race against yourself. Like how many resources can I get, right? Can I beat myself? Can I beat my last record? Something like that. So can I keep improving over time and so forth. That's what I would recommend to see it in that way. You keep your motivation up. And remember that it's just a game. So if you get sick of it or if you get tired, you can always rest. You can just stop playing it. So yeah, don't bother too much. Leticia Moreira, hi, welcome to the stream. So yeah, I'm just collecting here the last level, and then I'm gonna just stop the stream. So if you guys have any last questions, just let me know. Oh wow, look at how many eggs in the same spot. Nice. 6 eggs. How many more I need here? 2.9 quadrillion. Yeah, that starts to be quite much. Yeah, and I'm not even close to getting being 20 levels below, because this next level is gonna be carrot drop level 166, and I have the egg drop level 189, right? So it's like 23 levels below. And yeah, it's already so expensive. Okay, that's another one. Yeah, sometimes these eggs are like hidden or like my alien, even if it's in range, but cannot like spot them or like I can't get them. Sometimes I get that feeling. All right, so hopefully here, guys, I was able to show you some strategies, you know, some things as I do them, so you could be able to be a bit more efficient. And my goal is gonna be probably today. I might not be able to get the carrot drop like level 179. Yeah, because I might need to spend too much time on it. And you know, this game, even to for me, you know, after I played for like 1 hour straight, it becomes like so boring and so repetitive that I just need to close it down. So just close it down. I just do something else. You know, I study, I read, and then maybe after a couple hours, I get back at it. So you don't get, you know, over stressed and overboard. So yeah, I got level 166. So I'm gonna just close this last farming routine, and that's gonna be it for the stream. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for tuning in, and thanks for watching. Thanks for the comments. Let me know again when the video is uploaded. You know, if you have any other questions or any other things. And yeah, I wish you guys happy, you know, continuation, happy hunting. And then once again, I'm gonna do a video on the very last day once I will be getting close to the maximum 1 trillion, you know, rewards. And yeah, that's gonna be it. So I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching and see ya. Bye bye.